Okay, so we are back with Ashley. Oh yeah. What am I doing? Okay, which is this channel full of. Oh, I'm sorry, Hobie. Okay, she's laying down by me. Anyways, which is literally just a random channel. I can talk. Filled with random stuff so that you don't die of boredom or go insane in quarantine. So I'm just trying to reach out, to everyone out there and be like, hey, hang in there, man. Hang in there. Okay, so basically, I've been looking at some of the requests. Lots of people want to do story time with Ashley, and I have been trying to come up with some of my life stories, and I don't know where to start. So literally, we're gonna start with freshman year of high school. So here we go. Okay, well, to start it out, in middle school, I was really close with these two people, friends. Yeah, there we go. And they ended up, Hobie, calm down. It's Hobie. They ended up switching schools during, going into high school. And so I didn't have them anymore. The only friend that I had was Nicole, who, thanks for hanging in there with me, bud, through all of this craziness. And let's just say Nicole was my only friend. And it was rough. And then I also went into that year being close with this one dude. Many of you know who I'm talking about. And I'm not bitter or anything towards him. It's over. It happened. I don't really care. But apparently he still has some bitterness. And let's just say that didn't end well. It was probably, I think it was halfway through September. I'm sorry that I mess with my hair so much. I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, stop messing with hair. But it's a nervous tick. Okay. Anyways, I will sit on my hands. And it's Hobie. She's a good girl. Okay. Okay. Anyways, so that dude, it did not end well. Halfway through September, I feel bad about it still to this day because I could have handled it better. And yeah, I tried to fix it, but apparently he didn't want that to be fixed. So yeah, okay. And then, I became friends with a few girls that I never would have imagined myself being friends with, I guess. And also, I'm not really, including much detail in this story. So if you want more details, I'll do another video with more details. I'm just kind of doing a run-through of my freshman year, basically. And so, what happened, so I became friends with these girls. One of them in particular I was really close to. And it was a nice experience to have people that I could be that close to and really be myself with. And for the first time in quite a while, I felt like I actually fit in and I wasn't the last choice, how sometimes, I don't know, some of you may not know this, but you just feel like you're the last choice for everyone. And it was really nice not to feel that way. And so anyways, I was friends with them for quite a few months and we did some really fun stuff and I had a blast. And anyways, so a few months later, I was super close to them. They were my best friends. We hung out as often as we could. Then a few months later, around March, end of March, beginning of April, I decided that they didn't want to be friends with me anymore. And I know it sounds like stupid teenage girl drama, but it was a lot different than that for me. And they didn't give me any explanation why or anything like that. And so I automatically went to just blame myself, and I felt it was awful. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know, honestly, it was terrible, and I don't have any bitterness now or anything, but it was a really rough time for me because The only friend that I really had was this one guy where he ended up being a complete and total jerk. I don't care what he, I don't care if he's watching this and he hears me say that, because that's what he was. um, and that probably had something to do with why the girls that I was friends with, like, didn't want to be friends with me anymore, was because of this dude. Um, but, um, anyways, and then, like, a few months later, one of the girls told me, the one that I was closest to, that she honestly didn't even know why they didn't want me in their life anymore. They didn't give me a reason. And this is gonna sound super pathetic, but I remember times when I was outside, like sitting outside on the bleachers to avoid people during lunch so that no one could see that I was alone, because I hadn't really felt that before. And the guy that I was friends with, he every once in a while would decide that I wasn't good enough for him or he didn't want me anymore. And so I would be alone 100%. And so I would go outside and sit on the bleachers avoiding people so that no one could see that I was pathetic and lonely. And that whole thing took a huge toll on my life. And honestly, because of that scenario specifically, I have awful trust issues now. And you can ask Chris about that. I'm constantly asking if I'm still good enough and if he still cares about me. And yeah. Anyways, so that guy that kept, like on and off thing, a month or so into the summer after freshman year, I kept going back to him. Like, each time he would push me away, like, then he'd be like, "Oh, I want you back" and stuff. Then I would keep going back, because at that point I didn't realize that he was manipulating me. Like, I just didn't realize it. And so basically, a month or so into summer, he officially decided that I was not good enough for him. And between that and what my friends had done to me, it's hard to think about or talk about, honestly. Like, ugh. I mean, ugh. Anyways, to continue the story, that summer I had driver's ed, and Christopher, who had been in two of my classes that year, was in driver's ed with me. And since our last names are close, Larkin and Lockery, we sat next to each other, and he started to become my best friend. He is honestly what got me through freshman year and this summer, because I don't know where I'd be without him. He is my best friend. And I don't know, I've been with him for quite a long time now, and you can ask him about my trust and everything. It's gone. Like, and between the guy at the beginning of the year, who still does not like me, the girls that I got really close to, especially the one that I was closest to, I think that's what hurt the most. And, like, I would have done anything. And then the boy at the end, I would have done anything for them. That's just the fact. That's how I am. I am a very loyal person, and I would do anything for the people that I care about. And I guess that's just what really screwed me up, is that I don't know, that they wouldn't do the same for me. And so freshman year was honestly crap. I barely made it through. I was almost considering switching schools to Medical Lake, and because I I couldn't do it anymore. It was a really dark time for me, and if you guys want to know more about, like, specifically what I guess has happened in my life to lead me up to these issues that I have, we'll go with that. Then I will do a video on that, even though I have never opened up to anyone except for Chris and my family. So I don't exactly share that stuff, but I would be willing if people want more information on that. Because I want to, if someone else has the same things, then I want to be able to help them through that. Because I don't want them to have to go through the things that I did. So, yeah. I don't have any bitterness towards the people from my freshman year that hurt me. I mean, it's in the past. What can I do about it? And I'm happy now. I'm happy with Chris. And he's really the only person I need to be happy. He is my best friend. And obviously Hopi. She's my best friend too. And I don't know. I don't hold any grudges. Honestly, still talking about it is really difficult for me. It's hard to open up about stuff that you don't want other people to know. And I don't know, if any of those people that I talked about in this video are watching this, I hope they understand I don't hold anything against you. We all make mistakes. That's it. We're never going to be perfect, and so I'm not going to hold anything against you. If I have any, like, advice for people who are going into freshman year next year, so, like, Ruby and Rena, I got you guys, okay? You guys can come to me. Those are Chris's sisters, by the way. Like, I got you. Think of me as, like, big sister. I got you guys, okay? If I had any advice, I guess just choose your friends wisely and watch for red flags when it comes to guys, and girls even. Honestly, girls suck sometimes. They really do. That's why a lot of the times my best friends are guys, because they're just so much easier to deal with, honestly. But if you're going into high school, don't expect it to be perfect, because it's not gonna be. And I mean, life, it's gonna have its ups and downs. There we go. So freshman year for me was definitely a down. But like, I guess I can't explain what freshman year for me was like. If you want me to go more in depth with what specifically happened with certain people and like what people said to me, then I'd be happy to tell you, and what especially I went through in that time. But life has its ups and downs, and all of those things led to me meeting Christopher and becoming friends with him, and I would go through it over and over again if it meant that I still met him and still became his best friend. And I mean, you gotta get through the bad in order to get to the good. So, I mean, yeah. So in a quick run through, that's my freshman year. A lot more happened that I could go more in detail about. I could split it into like sections if you want. I don't know, you guys let me know what you want to hear. And if you want more detail on what was said to me by some of those people, then I'll do that too. If you want some of my past experiences, then I would do that too. But I guess people, don't be like those people that screwed me over. Don't do that to other people, because you may not realize what you do. I mean, you don't know what's going on in people's lives. And I don't know. People can be awful. That's just facts. I honestly, personally, have been a person where I kind of come out as a jerk. And I don't mean to do that. It's just years and years of this happening to me again and again and again, to where I don't trust people anymore. And so if I feel like they're getting too close to me, then I push them away and I may seem like an absolute jerk. And I've really been trying to work on being nicer. We're getting little steps there. I've been trying. But I don't know. You guys think before you speak, I guess. And that's what I've been working on doing too, because I'm awful at it. Like, certain things that you say lead to trust issues, like what I have now, and then it causes me not to trust people who I have no reason not to trust them. Like Chris, he has never done anything that should make me not trust him, and yet I find myself asking him again and again and again, do you still care about me? Like, am I still enough for you? Like, daily, multiple times a day, you can ask him. And so I don't know, I guess I'm going to close this video out saying, freshman year is probably going to suck. That's just, high school is probably going to suck. And so far, sophomore year has been better, but I can't guarantee that that's how it's going to be for everyone. Just know that there are people out there who care about you, and if anyone ever needs someone to talk to, I'm here. So go for it, man. So anyways, on a less like sad and depressing note, because normally I'm not like that at all, so apparently I was in a mood or a funk there. Okay, here we go. I might just delete all of this. No, I'm not going to do that, because I promised you guys I wouldn't do that, so we're just going to tough it out. Okay, so other people have suggested Ezra. I still need to watch the Batman movies. I'll probably do that today or tomorrow. Let's see, what else? I know people said other things. Gianna wants me to do a, like, relationship advice video, which I'm actually really good at giving relationship advice, which, considering my track record, like, that makes 0 sense, but it works. It works. So, people, give me ideas. If you want more stories, tell me. I accidentally turned commenting off on the last video. I don't know how I did that, but I will fix it for this one. So, comment below, my dudes.